excitement, adventure. Boston Blackie. Enemy of those who make him an enemy. Friend of those who have no friends. Yes, sir. That's Boston Blackie, and he's quite a guy. In just a moment, we'll see him in one of his exciting adventures. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Cream, lemon. What does one do with a blackmailer? Send for the police or get rid of them? You'd like to kill me, wouldn't you, Mrs. Royal? Frankly, Miss Garth, yes. But you won't. It's murder, and you couldn't stand the gas chamber. Besides, think of your son, Freddie. Would break his heart if I die. He loves me, wants to marry me. Marry you? I'd rather see him dead. Oh, him too? Oh, you have a morbid mind. Let's skip the build-up, Mrs. Royal. 25,000, and I'll give Freddie back to the Indians. And if I refuse to pay? I'll accept his proposal. You know what I can do to him. I could break him. Why, in 6 months, Fred Royal would be the laughing stock of the whole town. You! Oh! You! Oh, come, you old harpy, you! Miss Garth? Miss Garth? Miss Garth!
Something wrong, madame? I thought I heard a noise.
No, everything is quite all right, thank you.
Of course. Your guests will be arriving shortly, madame. Shall I show them right in?
No. Oh, my tea, of course. First, would you go up to my room and find my gold bracelet for me? It's up there. I'll show Miss Garth out myself.
Of course, madame. Bracelet, madame.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Manning.
Yes, Mrs. Royal.
I would like to be alone. If you will go to your room, I'll send for you.
Very well, Mrs. Royal.
Whitey, Blackie will win.
Carl will never be beaten by such as your sweetheart, Fräulein. Carl was second-best swordsman at Heidelberg.
Oh, bully for him.
Anyway, I see he licked you.
I was 3-weapons champion at Heidelberg. This scar is a mark of honor. That is why at Heidelberg we fought with bare sword points. These swords with buttons on the points, they are for cowards.
He's too lucky for me.
You're right, Carl. He was lucky.
Bravo, I knew you'd win.
I'm glad you did. That guy's good. A little too hot-tempered, though.
I don't like those two. Why'd they get in your club?
Tom, I've had just about enough out of you. Now, what have you done with her?
Well, her name is Phones, Tom.
I'll call you something even worse than that if you don't tell me where Vivian is. You can't bluff me, you cheap four-flusher.
You know, that guy's talking himself into a wooden overcoat. You better get out of here, Mary. There may be trouble. Come on, go on, please.
Your mouth is very loose. I have killed men for less than that.
And besides, you can tell your friend to put down the toothpick because it doesn't is my girl, and you can tell those other...
Oh, girl. Why, you milk-faced swine. Oh!
Come on, get out of here before you really get hurt. Get him out of here.
We will meet again, Mr. Blackie.
It's only a flesh wound. Nothing serious.
My attorney will probably have a different opinion.
So he pulled a gun on you, eh, Blackie?
Yeah.
I don't think you called me down here for that at all. You called me down here to pick all this junk up. I don't mind doing anything for Mary. But that phony excuse about attempted homicide, I don't like. Here you are, Mary. Where's all that stuff come from?
Inspector, I'm surprised at you. Don't you know that a woman's purse is like a little boy's stomach? Always room for something else?
Lipstick, comb, compact. Hey, boys, my glasses are still missing.
Ooh, here we go again.
I wonder where they can be.
You're supposed to be detectives. You find them. Attaboy, Whitey. But bet you get a steak tonight.
There goes my dinner.
Okay, you beggar. With mushrooms.
Well, if nobody minds, I'll get back to being a detective. Mr. Royal, I suppose there's nothing you want to add to what you already told me?
That's correct. But I can assure you that Von Stam can tell you where Vivian Garth is.
I'll send out a search for this girl and also for Von Stam and Carl.
Do that. Those two are killers.
I can't understand how they got into your club. What do you know about them, Blackie?
Nothing, except I figure anyone who carries a gun must have a pretty good reason.
Mm-hmm. Well, watch yourself. I'll let you know when we pick them up.
And until you do, my insurance company's going to do a lot of worrying. Come on, Mary. Let's take Mr. Royal home.
Manning? Manning, where are you?
Mr. Royal, what happened?
None of your business. Call my mother.
Yes, Mr. Royal.
Well, help me into the parlor.
Don't look at me. I don't know. Maybe they mixed his formula wrong this morning.
Am I to stand here all day?
Blackie?
This way, Mr. Royal.
All right, you can leave now.
Who, me?
Yes, of course.
No tip?
If there's a charge, mail the bill to me.
I'll deliver it in person after you're well. May I get something for you, Mr. Royal?
Go away, Manning.
Very well, sir.
What? You still here?
I'm the nosy type, especially when I've just put my neck on somebody else's chopping block.
Now, see here, I thought I told you to...
Fred, you're hurt.
Oh, don't worry, Mother dear. I'll be all right.
Oh, it's only a scratch. I'm Fred's mother. Could you tell me how this happened?
Permit me, Mrs. Royal. I'm Boston Blackie. This is Mary Westley.
How do you do?
Fred had a fencing accident.
Accident? Bosh. It was that pig, Van Stam. He tried to kill me.
Why?
Because he's done something with Vivian. She hasn't been to her home in 2 days.
Vivian? Was the fight overheard?
I know you don't like her, Mother, but you're wrong. She's a very sweet girl.
Oh, Fred, I just don't want to hear any more about it.
I think we'd better be leaving, Mrs. Royal.
I wish you would.
I'm so sorry. It's just that we're both so upset over all this.
We understand.
Really have had such a trying day. It's been all just too... Oh.
Mrs. Royal.
What's the matter with her?
She's fainted. Well, maybe Whitey frightened her. Or did he? Mrs. Royal, tell me, did Whitey frighten you?
Yes. Yes. Please go now. I'll be all right.
Of course, Mrs. Royal.
I know you're a mutt, Whitey, but you're not that bad looking.
I think he's handsome. Ah! Well, you're welcome.
You know, this hamper bothers me. It doesn't belong in here.
Hardly enough to make Mrs. Royal faint.
Stop! Don't open that hamper.
Well, why not? It's empty.
Empty? It can't be.
Not quite empty. Here's a note.
Oh, give me that. Oh, please, get out, get out.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Royal, but I'm afraid this is a matter for the police.
Police? Why, what do you mean?
Those stains in there are blood.
You're right. I should have sent for them in the first place.
First place?
Yes. I killed Vivian Garth 2 days ago. Oh, I acted like a fool, but I'm glad it's out.
But Mrs. Royal,
Well, I'll tell you all about it, but first, would you take Fred up to his room? I'd like to spare him the sight of his mother being arrested.
Of course.
I'll take him upstairs.
The hamper was here. After I'd put her in it, I went back to the parlor. About 2 hours later, I came back, and instead of the hamper, there was this note.
My dear,
Oh, go right ahead. It's too late for me to be sensitive about that word now.
my dear murderess, one of the first rules of murder is never to have a witness to the crime. I saw through the parlor window the way you killed poor Vivian by
Yes, that's how it happened. The blackmailer must have seen me do it. There's no doubt.
taking the body to teach you a lesson. If you obey my next note, the body will never be seen again.
Oh, this is the note that was in the empty hamper.
Another one, eh? Bring $100,000 in small unmarked bills to the top of the planetarium tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Leave it in a package by the front wall, south side. Any tricks, and Vivian's body will be sent to the police with my testimony.
Wow. The blackmailer isn't cheap anyway.
Any idea who it is?
No, I just don't know.
Well, let's ask someone who might. Won't you come in? Now, suppose you tell us what you know about this.
I don't know anything about it.
Well, then aren't you wasting your time listening at doors if you don't learn anything?
What right do you have to question me?
That's right. Now, listen, Buster, you better talk before I spread you out over this floor like so much varnish. Like,
I'll handle Manning.
come on, Mrs. Royal. You better make him talk, Faraday, or I'll come back and see how much this boy can bleed.
No need to worry about me, Manning. I'm the gentle type. But that Blackie, whoa, he's a rough one. I saw him work a guy over for 3 hours one time. Nothing but raw, cold nerves all over the place.
You wouldn't let him do that to me. It isn't legal.
No, I wouldn't. That is, if you tell me who the blackmailer is. Otherwise, I'll forget my position and close my eyes to the whole thing.
All right, I'll tell you who it is. I didn't mean to get into it.
What is it, Manning?
That drink. You gave me a drink.
What drink?
Double-crossed me.
Who? Who, Manning?
Poison in the drink.
What drink, man? Who did it?
The blackmailer.
The blackmailer. Who was it? Who? What? Come on. Manning. Yeah, he nearly told us. Von Stam. Of course, that's who it is.
Could be. I'm going to have a look around. Wait. Come on. That must be the parlor window. For footprints.
Think he's connected us with blackmailing, John?
No, how could he?
May I borrow your gun? With this Luger, Mr. Black, you'll not be so fortunate. Another duel, my friend. My choice of weapon.
The duel? No, thanks. I just had one.
Fight, you coward. We put our backs together and fired the 10th step.
Don't be ridiculous. You wouldn't shoot me just to get revenge. If you try to murder me, it's because of what's going on in that house. So let's find out.
Say,
You're loaded.
This is Inspector Faraday. What's the report on Carl? Thanks, I'll be in soon. Full of holes and still unconscious.
One down and Von Stam to go. Next time he'll try in person.
Mrs. Royal, Fred wants to see you.
You can go, Mrs. Royal.
Sit down, Mary. Tell me, how'd you like babysitting?
Oh, swell. 8 insults and 4 pinches.
Not right away. If Mrs. Royal is in jail, Von Stam won't show up. Do you think it'll work?
What'll work?
A trap for the blackmailer. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, you're going to carry the bait. I'm going to spring the trap.
And I'm going to blanket the place with policemen.
Oh, no, not too many cops around. You'll scare the pigeon away. You can be there, but keep out of sight.
Bait, wait, trap, pigeon? What pigeon? What trap? Will somebody please tell me what's going on?
This bait, $100,000 worth of cut newspaper. Come on, help me wrap it up, and I'll tell you all about it. Hey, Faraday, how tall is $100,000?
About the... why ask me? I never had $100,000.
Right on the dot. I guess this is the place.
something don't happen soon, I'm going up there. What happened up there?
Von Stom. Still on the roof.
Von Stom, you caught him?
I killed him. Or rather, he stabbed himself. Did anybody else come down those stairs?
Well, only Whitey. What's the difference if you took care of Von Stom?
Well, Von Stom's only a part of it. Then his partner must still be... I think you're going the wrong way, lady. This way.
Blackie, what in blazes have you been...
Hold it. I'm surprised you didn't guess it. Now, the only one who could have known what happened in the living room...
was the person who was looking in the window.
Not those windows. They're 12 feet off the ground.
Then who?
The one we all thought dead. Vivian Garth.
Well, I'll be...
He's all yours, Faraday.
Come here.
Hey! Somebody lost a bundle.
Oh, you can have it.
What's that?
Just $100,000.
People are crazy. This the most lovely boy in the whole world. You've all been so wonderful.
Against you, only assault and battery, and that wasn't pressed.
Well, one little post-mortem. Now, who poisoned Manning? Von Stom?
No. That had to be Von Stom's girlfriend, Vivian. Manning would have trusted Von Stom enough to drink with him.
Well, why did she cut Manning in anyway?
Well, my guess is he found her regaining consciousness. She got the idea to play dead, and she had to cut him in to keep him quiet.
Oh, until she decided murder was a cheaper way. Sweet girl.
Mother, that dog on the table. What would my friends think?
Fred, I really think that...
Mrs. Boyle, excuse me. This I must do. Ready?
Where are we going? What is it? What do you want?
We're saying...
Well, I was saying it just about...
Mother, these people must go.
Freddie, excuse me.
Come along. But, Mother, these people. Mother.
Freddie has decided that you may stay.